like say the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Yes, a beautiful Wednesday evening to everybody where they watch us, whether not for the north, the south, the east, or the west day. And if they watch us from either of these places, welcome to your Bunga political program. That political program will be launching out different political activities as it is hot. And on today's edition, and I know as we take on now, we go give them different stories we get to do with which they happen for Obodo Naija, and also give them that license to also call in and contribute on our own quota into the discussion. We always talk and say, Nigeria will be our beloved country, not anybody property. We go collectively ensure, say, we hold the country strong and carry on to that promised land. My name never change. My name remains Nkubi, and welcome to As It Is Hot. Well, I know they alone for studio. I deal with somebody who they describe himself as triple. What's done here? 1, 2, 3. 3 now triple. And this triple, not be just triple. Now triple with entitlement. Triple where we say it carry weight. We dey talk of none other person, but none other person that our own fellow broadcaster too, person we now know as Ojukwu, aka Triple Chief. Ojukwu, you're welcome to As It Is Hot.
Who could be immediately they try to call the triple, call they put the chief join. Every my own mind there, he call they shake me, say, what if I not deliver like a triple chief when I'm supposed to be? But then again, I go just tell our people, say, welcome to As It Is Hot. On top of As It Is Hot, you don't hear that word hot. You know, say plenty things will come up for inside our boxing ring. It go hot inside the political space. Some of just the bamu they go as we go start to touch the matter one by follow.
Yes, and I don't hear that. We're going to touch the matter one by one. And then the first story we'll get to now, for now today, get to do with a very special day where then they celebrate everywhere for the world. When I mean celebration, this particular celebration, whether anywhere where you go, as long as you be person will go through educational system, or you be person will say you undergo education, a formal education. At least those people will take you through those phases. Today is their day. As a matter of fact, today being the 5th of October, World Teachers Day across the world. And I want to use this privilege as a one-time student to wish all the teachers, say, in fact, now don't you try, now this special to us. And we celebrate now today. Even though the celebration, some kind of places, they carry the kind of weight where we expect. And looking at it, according to the theme of today, this year own, they talk say, this year own, the name and say, say the responsibility of the transformation of education. Say no be only other people begin with, say it begin with teachers. The transformation of education begin with teachers. Now this year's title, now be that. Make you no waste time. Ojukwu, you don't hear them. I know say as an individual, where we say where you grow up, you go primary school. I don't know whether you go nursery school, but you go primary school, you go secondary school, you go university. And the people will take you through these phases. Now people will say we understand what the value of education be. People will say well, they don't too read books. Books they fear them. You understand? People will say their job no pass to carry that knowledge where they don't get, impart them into people where they grow up so that they go feel use them for their future development and the development of their country tomorrow. Looking at it now, make I start. So far so good. If other countries they celebrate World Teachers Day, make we bring that to our own house. Where make we start this particular celebration with? Where we first start our own celebration as a country called Nigeria?
Oga Okubi, thank you. I got to say, when we see the theme of this year, transformation of education begins with the teacher. Very sweet and nice thing. But when we look at in total, when you look at in total, you go understand, say, teachers them, the morals, the values, the respect with the inside teacher. May we not tell ourselves lie. He don't fall yakata. He not every day again. I remember vividly growing up when you hear say your teacher they come. Hey. You know the all of us they discharge. Hey. I go just talk this to those when you be say they grew up in the era of maybe you go your primary school in the 80s, in the 90s. 90s, okay, I still put 90s, John. Because he carry them all the way to when he don't reach all those kind of 90, 98, 99. When you don't enter the 2000, and then we start to see this decline. Now, way back, who did they call teacher? Now, people will be say, even as far to teach our children, you they respect them. Once they talk say, this one na teacher Pikinu, they be like celebrity for our eyes now. Teacher children are celebrity for our eyes. We look and say, na teacher Pikin. We go the we say our own mama
Be
or
teacher.
our own papa na teacher. To tell you the kind of respect when they inside teacher. And that time, teacher get the authority to say, if they work out for your streets, they see you, they misbehave. They don't need to take permission from your papa or your mama. That time, you get one of our teachers they call Uncle Jerry. And then they forget that Uncle Jerry.
Even the
Uncle
way
Jerry,
the way they call and say,
you see as I they raise my head up, they call Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jerry, they lick conk, they conk you.
Oh, God.
And once he conk you, your brain go reset well again. But nowadays, we see they see those kind of caliber of teachers. No way. Now, where we take get them wrong? That might be the big question we go ask.
Okay.
Because according to the great word of Chiwa Achebe, he said there was once a country.
There was once a country, yes.
Now, where the country take get her wrong in terms of teachers, you can find that say, at a time, teachers get value. I go knock my chest, talk, say, this advent of politicians taking the affairs of government, it costs a lot of things. Even if the military, they get their own bag of responsibility where we say they still do. But the military were able to still hold them because some of us, now military era now we take grow up. That's why you know say we dey fear. Then self, they threaten us once you misbehave, they'll say I'll call police for you. We go fear. So that time too, you see say that value system is strong. Now, when politicians they come in, I feel say the attention for value system, it can't drop. Now for there you go start to the year say that the old teachers salary. That the old teachers this, that. Because when we they go school, you not go see where teacher will just come say, maybe we call they break a goosey for them. But you go see where
carry things, because they buy.
teachers they not care again. And we still know it's a call teacher training that time. We go see say, oh, your teachers they go teacher training, no. So where we start to get them wrong. But we ask ourselves that question. From late 90s, enter 2000, we can start to get them wrong because of why? We call the serious that the old teachers them salary. Most of the teachers that we get value, they're strong. Now, as government school they come down, private school that they take the center state. As private school start to they take the center state, those teachers that we get value, private school start to they entice them with money. They start to the cross, they go there. Now, government school start to they suffer. Our government school they suffer. Now, lacunas called day. Everything that can be based on appointment. So when government now want to recruit, it go be, I know you.
Come.
One of my family member, he don't go school, he not get job. Make we just put that for the teacher. They're not even they go the standard requirement of a teacher will be NCE. None of them they go again. None of them they go education. Somebody when he be say he just go school, get certificate, he never even get job. The next day will say, okay, just teach now. Opening day for teaching a job. Government want to recruit teachers there for primary school, for secondary school. Before you go see, you know say primary school, you get to get some kind of specialty to be patient with children.
Yes.
Some people don't even get that kind of temperament. But that they teach primary school children. Other campus wanted they settle down to teach the children small from A to B, from B to C, 2 times 1 or 2. The way we take reading for most things, got to learn them. Other campus want to put those things.
Okay.
So you see where our value they start to the drop. Can not call salary side, I don't go that part. I just want to talk of the individuals first.
Yes.
So because of job not day, you can't enter teacher work. Because if you say this on a government work, Bogri go they come at the end of the month and more so they go hardly fizzle you out because any government work
they
hardly
just
sack.
lay you off like
They're
that.
not they sack like that. And paddy. Now my sister, now my person. This person go tell one person when he know. Not even minded whether the person get the standard requirement, the qualification as a teacher. You see where the decline they start to come from. The decline they start to come. And more so, now then governments could start to drop them funding where ASUU still they shout. They start from our primary schools, our secondary schools. Now, most big companies will be say settle for the communities, they take charge before. Like when me had to grow up, you get one school I grew up for Warri.
Okay.
That's cool. Now Shell and NNPC, they do joint venture. They maintain the school. You can't ask whether those things still there on. Okay. It not every day again. Because of communal clashes them. It don't make all those companies, they come out their hand. So it's over time, many things don't in that school. They make school, the value of school, they drop on a daily basis. You feel look at these things, they're insignificant. But trust me, they be very, very vital to where they make schools. They drop on a daily basis.
Okay, Ojukwu, because looking at how you don't highlight some of this problem and then going further into them, and one of the main things, if you look at the highlights of problems where they also present in the course of this thing, just as you talk, a lot of these teachers don't come and talk, say in their own state, say they don't get enough teachers. Some also come and talk, say, look, say in the system get unqualified people, we say they don't get that qualification to stay, they feel teach. And then in other cases, you also get cases where we say the responsibility of teacher, we then get some teachers, if they have you pass them. You go see one teacher who say, you will teach like 4 or 5 subjects, only have. That's right. And apart from no conducive environment for all these things. But we know all these challenges, they exist. You understand? Now, sometimes we say, okay, we they see them. But since part we get problem, you go also get solution. You understand? How we fit take, say, we won't carry that first step to say we want to salvage this problem so that we no go just go enter completely inside pit. We no go get solution.
They say the corruption and the system, they don't intertwine where we be say if you want to come out one, you go drag the other and follow body they go. So to come out that kind of thing, you go destroy them first. You go destroy the system to rebuild them again. I go just tell you this small story before we start to talk about the solution. Now, a friend of mine tell me something, say she employ house help. The house help they with her, they work. It not too tey. The house help call leave. Later we call see the house help. Call us and say, where you there now? The house help say she they work for one school. Okay. House help, they work for school. When not even get any qualification, they work for school. So you see, say
as clean as waiting.
They teach. They teach children for board. Okay. So you see where the qualities that they drop. So now not be about the normal requirement again. Don't be about survivor. If you know person, they go shook your name, enter those when they want it. Now, if we want to go back to say, okay, we want to solve this kind of thing, then first of all, we the people, we got to accept that we get a problem first. We don't agree so we get a problem, because if you never agree so you get a problem. Now, the other day, the Kaduna State governor said they want to do a test on teachers. Yes. Over 2,000. Normal, simple test. You know, say most of them fail. Yes. When they want to do them again, some of them say they know they do. And the funny part be say, teachers they come say, again you see come say, that they protest. Say why they go one sack 2,000 teachers. For the right thing what they do, you want to sack teachers. Imagine that kind of thing. It is very bad. So we need to acknowledge that we get a problem, then we start to push the system well, and then we accept them. Any push when they come with teach us towards the right direction, then we need to accept them.
Okay, make we also still maintain the same trend we would do, because why would they talk about, why would they celebrate what teachers do? Under existing, under drama they play out for our beloved country, Nigeria. Are you aware of the lingering battle, if I would call it, the lingering war between Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, and the federal government, where we say don't they last for how many months, students never come back to class. And if you're looking at the various meetings that they don't get, nothing they happen. Well, the gist where they right now, we say, federal government don't take a step to create another union, that is under school, under union, we go feed the handle and cover for the activities of universities and their lecturers as well. And this particular union, where we say, under the leadership of the Minister of Labour, Chris Ngige, where they approve actually, and 2 union. The major one we go even pay more attention to get to do with what they call CONUA, if I go call it in short. CONUA, and CONUA be Congress of Nigerian University Academics. According to what they thought, so this particular one say make them not get anything, make them not even say that they interfere inside them, anything will get to do with school activities, or they say that they get quarrel, or anything get to do with administration of school, they fight and all that. So if they know nothing concern them. Looking at the fact, say, look, with this existing situation we get, and looking at our education over time, say, primary education, they are the verge of decline. Secondary education, they are the verge of decline. Now, don't they enter that university level, where we say, even the universities, some people try to say the lecturer, they try to ensure, say, fall. Say then they hold them. Looking at this particular reality, where would they faced with? What is it say go be the effect of this particular union against, where we say the effect of this union for the academic system?
Who could be, this matter now waiting, it is very crystal clear. Boldly written on the wall, like the biblical and then offers him. Clear, visible to the blind and audible to the deaf. If you look at critically, they say people fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer. And when they say hate what they can't conquer, who be the people who be say the older kind is strong? Now government. If government not fit conquer any union, they go hate that union. And what they go resolve to? Now divide and rule. Once they revert to divide and rule, then you know say something do they up. Now creating these two body, these two associations, yes, make we not tell ourselves like based on the constitution,
yes,
any union can gather so long as it's not an illegal union. You can create them. But we'll go back to the history of Conwa. You'll find out, say, okay, this now body will be saying now since 2016.
Nine they created.
Nine they first start.
They approve
and how they start. This now body when it be say ASUU as a body. They get some members amongst them when it be say maybe they get misunderstanding among them. They can't suspend all those people. Now those people they can't vex. They can't carry ASUU go the national body. To them, the national body not come one look into the matter well. They call the one day bias to some people. Now they vex. So okay, only we go form our own body. Now be this Konwa. So in 2018, they tried to register this body, a parallel body with ASUU. They tried to register them. But this same government, 2018, they not agree that time. What did they talk? They say, well, it's not good to make we form a parallel body. Make we wait. Make we still concentrate on ASUU. Maybe like saying ASUU now be the umbrella body when it comes to lecturers. So slow first, more than slow. That now what they talk as at 2018.
Okay.
Suddenly both fast forward and come now. Why they call approve their registration now?
Okay.
That might be the question when Nigerians really they ask. Everything just point to one direction. What will be the direction when you point to? Now because they try to resolve issue with ASUU they don't get for 8 months strike now. Then they fit. Then they look for ways because an average man will see them like that. That's why I make that first phrase boldly written on the wall. Say, una want try to break ASUU by creating a parallel body. Now, what did this Konwa stand for? They say their own vision, their own way of seeing things. Now say they not believe in strike. They believe say they feel negotiate with government.
Okay.
Say, okay, if our budget now X amount, we go back and say, okay, maybe we look UN standard. Increase our budget so that the budget go there enough for schools, for universities. Say, and instead of them to go on strike, they go negotiate with government on how they fit to resolve them. They go lobby. They not believe in strike. So why they come register them now? Now be the question. So it just tell you say, government just want to break ASUU. But to me, if I want them fair, that don't be the best way to go.
Okay.
Creating a parallel body, divide and rule, it never ever be the best way. And ASUU self, even they come outside say they're not shake. If you even look the Konwa not get that kind of power to make lectures start for school because their members not even plenty, even if they don't do 12 universities.
Okay, Ojukwu, may I quickly chip in this question? This particular union where we say, basically, the reason why government even create in the first place now to stand as maybe under union where we say that if they relate to it, if ASUU probably they give their stubborn head. You actually see this thing as a threat to the growth of education. Creating this union, they see them as a threat to the development of education, university education.
See the problem with it between TUC and NUC. You they forget that something like this now they take credit the other one. Government will always create something where go they stand their own interest to fight against a union where they very adamant to their own decision.
Okay.
It will always happen like that. So to me, you won't bring immediate solution to create a bigger problem. Now, when we agree now, say, ASUU can fight this fight, it can favor them. Can no of them go, because say they won't benefit from waiting, the ASUU don't fight for. So some of all these things, at the end of the day, you will create more problem. You just find immediate solution. But they forget, say, they create a bigger monster for the future. So to me, I just say, federal government, not they think this thing deep. They should put on their thinking cap to think deep in a pragmatic one, forget every sentiment and every, we don't want to make it this in our regime, it be like this. Because at the end of the day, there more problem now that they cause.
Okay, straight up, make we, at least we don't address the issue of education. Make we go into other issues we'll get for this, because we don't already tell our viewers, say, we get plenty where they sunshine now today. And by the time we at least enter into some of these topics and look into them, we will also open our phone lines and make now also feel calling and contribute with our own quarter, so that at least nobody always going to talk and we can also get our own views. But as it be right now, people say, Ojukwu, don't talk too much. Make you go drink water. Make myself drink water. So that we go fit get enough energy to continue this talk, because this talk no go finish. We go still talk and go. Make we enter break when they come. The government some people down here, they will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
The story never told people.
Let's go!
From one of the most important characters in the history of humanity. And the pain for every loss turned him into a man with a spirit made of steel.
I promise you that there will not be a single soldier who...
I don't care the show that you are on.
No talk with you, what talk.
This is the #1 show in Africa.
Easy,
I make some noise for the one and only.
Pepper plenty.
No, Richo.
Why you never marry?
Must it be this spoon?
Una don't hear say.
I use myself as example.
One of the mistakes we artists they make, we say,
If they go quick give you belly.
He enter my body.
So your own rice and
beef.
Rice and beef.
There's rice, there's beef.
That's one.
Not be earthworm now. I still say no, they put your mouth. I don't care the show that you are on.
No talk with you, what talk.
This is the #1 show in Africa.
I make some noise for the one and only.
Pepper plenty.
No, Richo.
Why you never marry?
Must it be this spoon?
Una don't hear say.
If you want fights, make we use words to destroy each other.
One of the mistakes we artists they make, we say,
If they go quick give you belly.
He enter my body.
There's rice, there's beef.
I still say no, they put your mouth from other things.
The Night Show, showing Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV, sponsored by Number. Say you dey Lagos and you won't watch the Night Show live? Oh yeah, sharply send WhatsApp message to 0908 826 5034.
Talk about that. The government some people down here, they will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Yes, and welcome back. The program still remains as it is hot. And today will be Wednesday. And so far so good. We don't the sunshine the matters we will carry come for now. And so far we don't actually address two matters which they very, very important. And the first story we're going to get to do with World Teachers Day. I'm going to ask the teacher, ask that particular important question. Say, okay, what will be the value of teacher for the world? And what will be the value of teacher for Obodo Nigeria? Looking at how the educational system for Nigeria. And from there, we can also enter into the matter we get to do with ASUU and then the federal government. I want to say the federal government also done approve the registration. They don't actually approve, give license to two other organizations, will be educational organizations, who also they serve the need of lecturers. And the major one get to do with Konwa. Now waiting at this level today, and me and my Ogbonge guest and my co-colleague as well, Ojukwu, aka Triple Chief. And looking at the matter now, for our viewers, they say we'll get special package for now. I don't know whether the package they enter now. And yes, they say this special package, they say now anybody way in hand fast. Now you go feel win this package. We got a recharge card, we want such now. And our fastest fingers, now you go feel chop this particular one. And the first one we'll also tell you now, we'll go put for TV screen. Now that one will get red color. If the one don't get red color, mean I know the network with that one be. You understand? Now we go put for the TV station now. Now we go put for the screen now. Make that see. Anybody will get fast. We get fast fingers. So yeah, start to the typer now. Start to the typer.
We could be again. Make we time them before we count 10. Now they'll come up.
Yes, make we time.
So we'll start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is fair now.
I will try now.
Somebody's supposed to run now.
That one are the first network we go search now. And then I don't say, yes, we'll go open our phone lines right now. Make now also feel calling. Make now contribute to the matters we don't discuss so far. And maybe we enter straight into a discussion. And then so far so good, Ojukwu. We don't look into these two very important issues. But another interesting story we'll also get for the people today get to do with one particular thing will happen for Ebonyi State. And this particular thing will happen for Ebonyi State. According to the news, the talk say that between the governor and some staffs where they work, some civil servants where they work for the airport, where they build the airport. Say some kind of soldiers come they flog. They flog the staff there, they flog the staff. Say, make that need that, make that prostrate, make that do this one. And the news where they come and talk, say, these particular soldiers, now soldiers, according to their alleged statement, so now soldiers where they attached to the state governor. When they attached to the governor, now they come and they carry and see from that particular footage when they see. Now go see some of the things where they happen. But the news also they come out from the office of the governor. The office of the governor don't come debunk them. And they did debunk when they debunk. Come say talk say. Now all these miscreants who they call themselves some kind names where we say we don't want the good for the state. We don't want better for the state. Now then they go about. They carry out this bad day, they claim that the people with they attached to the governor. But if you also can look from this particular footage, we can also see a car we carry official car of government. And people don't also talk, say the secretary of the state also they was present where this particular flogging of staffs they. This particular people where they work for this, say at least the secretary of the state also did there. I say they witness them. This one no be say whether na sort way they see for back here. See they witness them. Okay, make we go forward. Is it that when once person take over power or perhaps the position of power, they actually give people this extra urge to say maybe they take actions way past them. I'll be waiting with the problem. And make we also say the government also don't debunk them. But make also play the fact say, is it that power the shark? Make we start from there first.
Again, first of all, the question you asked me whether power the shark, I'll tell you say yes. It all depends on how you use them because that word called power, power they trigger one of one enzymes inside the human being. Power be like drug. Now. If you dey take drug, you know say you get the way you dey high.
Yes.
And you get one word when it be say they talk say, never get high on your own supply. Because if now you dey sell the drug, you can't get high on your own supply, go worry you. And you go for only you can't say you dey on top of the world. So you need to dey give out to people So that give power out, so that those people will come back, respect you.
Okay.
That not the way be. But more look the attitude of Nigerian leaders first before we go enter the main matter. The attitude of a Nigerian leader, somebody with a public office, waiting be the person attitude.
Okay.
First of all, the average attitude. You know, say they get an attitude of thinking that they are above everybody. May we not tell ourselves like we know. Because Nigeria now all of us country. Anybody where they the seat of power, they see himself say they serve you. He see himself say they do you favor if he will give you anything. Not be service. They see themselves say they do. Okay, now we'll take them back to what happen. What be the thing will happen? You go see him now say, now the governor talk say he reached the site of the new airport so that they won't build for Ebonyi state. He come coincidentally jam members of a proscribed group. But the reply so we get one call.
We'll get caller. You just pause on that thing. Make we collect this call. Hello there. Welcome to Us the Hot.
Hello, Mr. Ukubi, Josephine from Lagos.
Madam Josephine. Our own personal person.
Double twirl to all the teachers, though. I always salute to them.
Yes, so. Madam Josephine, you did there? Chai. Oh, why now? Okay, Ochuko, continue.
Yeah, but come back again. Now, you meet a proscribed group where you say that they call enforce one order when they say they put
sit
for
at
the state,
order.
sit at home order. From there, your security men call apprehend them, call start to flog them. But me would they logical with this talk. Because in our corporate say, now waiting those where the power talk, not be truth. Not be truth. No, if it be truth, if it not be truth. Because the way they power not mean say they be Angel Gabriel. No, they be still human being. And we they prone to any kind of word we come off our mouth. Now, may we look at if a group where they don't prescribe, you jam there for sight.
Yes.
I know the way an average Nigerian security man go behave.
Okay, yes.
They no flog them. No, they no flog them. Where these people then they now? They arrest them, go. But they flog them. At the end of the day, they leave them. Now flogging, the punishment. You can only punish somebody who be like your subordinate. And there are better ways to punish person who be your subordinate. Not be this kind of way. This kind of way just shows say you see yourself like a dictator. If you do anything and get away. Even if they debunk them. Say no, now a group where they don't prescribe, they see. That's why they come from that angle.
Okay.
A prescribed group when a country don't call terrorist. No, when you see them, you're not going to engage them like that now. They flog them like say primary school children will make mistake. When do one kind of thing, when disobey teacher, you call they flog them. You flog a group like that. And most of the time, that they allege, say now part of them be the unknown government. You see those kind of people, you flog them.
Ochiko, just still post that talk. We got somebody else with our telephone line. Hello there.
Good evening, Nkubs.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
People, good evening. You're welcome to the show.
Madam Miriam.
Salute you, Madam Miriam. Good evening.
Yes. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. That's what I will tell Ebonyi people. Because that is so demeaning. So what will those men tell their children? If their children see this video where they are flogging them, adults, even servants at that, they are wiping, they are calling soldiers to wipe them. And what will be your excuse? After 4 years, you will leave that seat. Won't you die of that guilt? Seriously, our leaders should do better. This was embarrassing. It was so low of the governor. If he has done something like that.
Madam Miriam, the governor, the office of the governor don't come and don't debunk and say, and not be waiting, then they talk, it happen.
You will know. You will not.
Oh, sorry.
Chai, waiting now. Why now?
Yeah, waiting Miriam talk. Say emancipate yourself from mental slavery. That now where justice dey, because Martin Luther King talk something. He said in any nation that there is no justice, justice na the hope of the common man. Where justice not dey, then that place it be like say na the top they take it all. If na a civilized world, you forgot they say somebody they press charge against a governor. But when you want to do that kind of thing, to what end for this kind of country? When even an average rich man self, you not fit judge case with them. So make we look at first. Somebody even they talk, say, reporter, they show, say, a permanent circle like you just talk, say they among them. why must they finger that kind of person among? You think that just fabu tori. There must be an iota of truth inside there.
Ojukwu, from waiting the information for me to reach our hand now. We'll get because to say they appreciate our viewers them. We get another very special you know, a recharge card we won't give now. And this one still, now that one will carry red color. So we'll go put them for our screen now, and anybody will get the fastest finger, we fit type quick. And now the person will fit collect out. So the numbers there will come up for our screen now, and make now do it, make now sharply, you know, recharge our own phone.
Again.
No, can't.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you very much. Yes, Marian, don't join us back. Marian, welcome back to us, the Halt.
Yes, I said
Marian.
federal government have applied the divide and rule this thing. They have applied the divide and rule law. And now I want to tell the new body that is coming. They can carry where they take flog first wife. You see the back of door, the owner never throw away. That is all I will say. I attended Nigerian University, and I can tell you categorically clear that upon the knowledge that Nigerian students are having, we are the most, in fact, our universities are inhabitable. And this is what ASUU is fighting for. And I think there are better ways to do this than the Minister of Education to embarrassingly walk out of them. Like that, how can you walk out of a meeting and appointee? The people that we are paying with our tax, we are the taxpayers. We pay you to be there. You walk out of a meeting because that concern our own children. We need to do better. Go and get your PVC. God bless us all.
Madam Marian, thank you very, very much for this contribution. I mean, we appreciate you because they always, at least, give your own voice to the need and the movement of this particular country. Madam Josephine is back. Madam Josephine, welcome back to us, the Halt.
Okay, I want to say totally again to my brother there. I wisdom for you. You just want everything finished for this education issue. Well, what I just want to say is pertaining leadership and power. This our democracy, be like in a dictatorship now, our governors and leaders, they do. The Minister of Education, everybody, they carry power for shoulder. But may I remember, the power belongs to the people. Across 2023, the people will take that power. Go ahead, Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Madam Josephine. Another veteran, because they call Madam Josephine veteran first, because she don't they follow us. Okay, so Ojukwu, I want to make you wrap up on this because we still get other stories we will enter. So looking at it, okay, make I bring them from this angle. In as much as they don't come and come debunk them, they also don't talk, say, nobody has not seen them. Nobody say it take happen. But moving forward then, how we also fit take at least position ourselves, or perhaps our leaders, how they fit take position themselves so that if they come in as leaders, people they see them as true leaders, rather than people who say, oh, come they carry shoulder up, we they see them as if they be God.
They say a destroyed mind go destroy the man, and a destroyed man go destroy a community, destroy a society, destroy a country. Now, why I talk this word, be say, when you gather a bunch of people, when they say they get destroyed mind for a particular circle, you tell them, say, make them bring somebody who will be like their leader. Who you think say they go bring? Now, the person in mind destroy pass among all of them, be like their chairman, they go bring out. So to correct that kind of thing, you need people when they be say they get productive and creative mind to come into that circle more, so that you can reduce the number of destroyed mind in a society. So the only way now for me to just say, make everybody, all Nigerians, they're responsible in 2023 election. Make everybody come outside to exercise their rights. Enough of staying indoor. They wish say make Nigeria better and you no want to come vote. You just leave out for the hands of people when it be say there be destroyed mind. Now the result of what you going to get with this, because coming into power is supposed to be to serve. To serve. Not be to rule. And they hate that word they say ruler. You know they rule us. They can't serve. They call lead. Yes. A leader, they lead people. Now lead, you know they call rule. Rule be like autocracy. I go rule them. Any way they want to, I go press them. When they want to talk, I tell them, say, quiet. spy na me the rule now. Now that kind of pattern now we dey get here.
Okay.
Then we need a leader. So when we get a good leader, or these things, them, he go just align on his own.
Sharply, make us still remind that say our telephone line still there very much open. And so far, for the stories we don't talk, make na call us, make na contribute, make we hear on our voice, because as we already talk, we got to move this particular country, our beloved country Nigeria, forward. And from there, we could also enter into another issue. This particular issue no start today. That's something we say. When the news break out some years ago, either 2 years ago, at least everywhere, people hear them, people they follow up. And it get to do with the story about Chidinma Ojukwu, the girl who they allege say he killed one Michael Ataga, the chief executive officer of Super TV. The matter now, it don't they go court, they come back and forth, court. And according to the latest information we get right now, they talk say another audio, one audio, they released one audio for court recently, and the audio, the recording audio, now one particular conversation with Chidinma Ojukwu, the person where they talk say by the man, and one security guard who name now Abubakar Muhammad, and this conversation get to do with when Chidinma called the Muhammad, they ask him about the vehicle of the Oga. So the conversation goes, say, okay, vehicle, no deal, deal, and all that. But looking at this particular case, and looking at how sensitive this case is, this is not something that happened some months ago. Not something that happened last year. This thing happened like either 2 years ago, thereabout. The angle they try to bring this thing from get to do with how will they give immediate response to our cases. Okay, the issue of Chidinma and the chief, the owner of this particular Super TV, Ataga. Now, something we say, you go see they linger in the minds of the families of the person with them pie. How will we get a system where we say, once we don't get a case where they like this, we go feel quickly, sharply, address them so that court case, we know if they say they span them for too long. So we go feel address them and also say we'll bring the right people where they behind and carry out the investigation and bring them to book. What if those right steps we're supposed to take right now to the elongate court cases?
Who could be you don't already give the answer to this very word already. Immediately you dey analyze them, you dey talk them, you don't already talk the answer. Okay. But might just contribute to what you do already talk. We go talk say our judiciary get problem. Our judiciary good. But before I go continue, say
we make we just collect this call from Ifeanyi.
I made a call.
With the year you talk to us.
I want to contribute. We say the thing well that they talk fine well. You fine well, like
thank you.
The minister of education, and the minister of labor. Now them destroy education for this country. And they talk my own open. Because our children wear their house, they don't give us problem, and many of them don't enter armed robbery and some other things just to feed themselves because no way for them to go to school again. So they could not try something. This government is pressing us down. It's not good. It's not good. So if people have stayed for house when in there at a youthful age, how people go still go to school? Come be minister for now. So please, let us hit the road at the head. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very, very much. I'll give Fanny all the way from Abia. And right now, we go on. In fact, this giveaway we they give, you know, ever finish. We get another recharge card we won't give. And this particular recharge card, and that one we get yellow color. If they use network, we get yellow color. This is your turn.
Set your phone.
Set your phone. If you don't say you get fast finger, we go bring out the numbers now, make it start to the type. Straight up, see the number, now it don't appear. So, sharply, I start to the type. We go give our own countdown, then we will come out. Our Chukome will do the countdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. Now the fastest finger, now you go fit chop that one.
If now you shop and make you let us know. Not
Let
just
us-
shop and clean
not
mouth
just
quiet
shop,
like
say
say
this
no
thing.
be, yeah.
So Ojukwu, continue. If they talk,
Guys, so much like what the last caller talk. He cites to the Minister of Education, Adamu, and the Minister of Labour, Chris Ngige. If you look two of them, what will be the personality where they are among these two people? Now, Adamu, you remember the time when Nance go visit him?
Yes.
Then they talk to him. Now, what
where Waka come out.
he waka leave them. Now,
The same attitude.
Ngige, when ASUU go see him, then they try to talk to come to a middle ground. What do you do?
He
If
go-
say, who be you now when they talk to me? He waka leave them. Not just say waka leave them. As he reach where the ASUU chairman, what do you do? He tap him for
tap
back.
am.
Waka pass him. So that one is enough for you to know the kind of people where they and the kind of mindset where they get. But we'll leave that one. When they talk about Kataga matter.
Yes.
And
And this girl, what be her name?
Ijoma.
Chidinma.
Yeah, Chidinma. Chidinma case. Now, when you look this matter, it don't dey go 2 years with style. You be like say never take, but it don't reach a year.
yes.
They cross a year, they go small. Now, this matter now, what is about be open and close case. Open and close. You not even suppose waste time because now a clear case of now you deal with the person the time the person die.
Yes.
Now, you not deny the fact you not try to strangle them. But this is the public domain. And the first instance will be like say the shock first enter the girl body. She confess all this thing. The public domain, not be me talk am. It's the public domain. But the girl can come back again. Can start to the change statement again. Now you go ask yourself one question. So what is this thing they try to tell us? Maybe I don't know. For this kind of case, to the linger on reach this kind of level, maybe monkey will get plenty air for hand, for hand. The hand of the entire side pot of soup. We don't know because this case will be open and closed case once. But at a time, even you say the girls if even do beauty pageant for prison. For correctional facility, okay, not change for prison. To correctional facility. She do beauty pageant and she even win for inside.
Yes, for prison.
Inside prison. So to me, I just say all this time make people need to trust the judicial system. Matter we're not even supposed to linger on for long. Why are you stressing it this long? So me, I feel say now they're supposed to get all their evidences. Now they just they bring voice now. What did they inside the voice? They say she called the security. They ask whether my oga don't come. The motor there, the security say yes. Now I say okay. The security answer say, who be your oga? Now I say, you don't know me. That my oga. The motor there, the Range Rover. The security say yes. Now she come. To what end?
To what end?
Oh God, this is not just strategy to make us the feel say, oh, the matter still don't know. We see they look into them. Even a layman will not go school, go study law. He know all these things. If he judge him, not to talk of. To me, I just feel say they won't close this case, they'll close them. They just get reason why they linger on. Reason best known to them.
Okay, reason best known to them, and I don't hear them from our code state. Okay, sharply, make it not be say we no go through all our entire stories. Okay, the 2023 budget proposal. The fact that is Federal Executive Council don't present and they don't bring them out. Say okay, they say the amount of money we will spend next year will be 2023. And according to the particular figure, the figure they about 19.76 trillion naira. And of course, every year with the year budget, but we never actually see the breakdown to know where and where they designate a particular amount to. But the issue of budget, that's what we say, they get a lot of drama for Nigeria. When I mean drama, both from the National Assembly to the Executive Council, plenty drama. And all these things. But if you look at me, the whole essence of budget, now for us to see the effectiveness for the people and the development. You understand? But this budget we talk about. Say now this one kind of budget we say will still play the same role where they play over time. We say we don't go still see a lot of development. Is there any tendency to say, looking at the fact, say a new government will be coming in next year, we might probably see some element of change?
Now, first of all, make we first give kudos to federal government. No, we're not afraid to give them kudos.
But
because
Ojukwu, no vex. Because of they say our package never finish. We'll still get about 2 more packages we will give out. Make we sharply give out 1 package now. We get another network who won't give now. Which of the network who? Hello? That one will get green color. If now they use that network, we get green color. Oh yeah, now go see now you go come up on a screen. The fastest finger, make now start the type now. No waste time, no waste time, no waste time. Now it be that. Sharply Ojukwu, make with the drum, make with the count and with the count.
Right.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
Bam, come out from the screen. We still get one more we go give. But Ojukwu, based on what they talk.
Now, you talk about the budget. First of all, the first one I'll talk, we say, I'll give kudos to federal government. What will be the reason why I give kudos to them? Now, because of, say, Black say we get one.
We got somebody. Charles from Edo. Charles, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Charles.
I'm Charles from Edo State.
Yeah, we hear you. Talk to us, Charles.
Okay. I just want to talk about the education sector.
Oh, yeah, now we hear you.
The problem we have there is that the leaders in Nigeria, they are not fair to we the followers. Because the way the rank spec is not fair in the rank, how will I put it? It's because they are using the people that are not supposed to be there. That's why we're having this problem today. If you dig down, you will know that even Ijiji, that is the Minister of Education now, he does not know anything about education. So how can the person feel for this the student? How can he feel for these students that are home? And so planning for his own son or his daughter are not here schooling in Nigeria.
Okay, Charles, we actually get that your question. Say if they get that particular field, if they understand education, the value of education. So all these things when they happen, say we don't go to expect them from the Minister of Labor and employment. So what you go sharply.
Now, talking about the budget, the first thing I'll talk, I'll say kudos to federal government because before now, we need to get the normal framework of budget right.
Okay.
With they always spill over the other year. But at least we don't get them right. Now, they bring them now in October. They go look them through from now till January. Then they go implement at least the 1 year framework he go enter, which is very, very good. But now, may we look the amount 19.something trillion
19.76
76 trillion naira. Now the first question we ask ourselves, this budget is there enough? One. Then number two, where to want to fund the budget? Now borrowed money. Because according to matter where they on ground, they say like 50% of the budget they go borrow them. Even more than they will borrow them. Now what will be the plan where we get for grant to pay most of all this money back? Yeah. Then number two, what will be the clauses where they inside that borrowing plan? Then I one part where we say we know they ever the ask question for we need to look. So I go talk say now with the things where they rob us since like education, the infrastructure and the rest of them. Because most of the infrastructure they put budget last year, we find us in Abasha loot. The cost they go carry, they put again for there. Then I won't loop. Oh, we not able to look into whether the budget now go there enough. That's another big question. And whether they go implement this money where in the right way. That's now the question we go ask. So to me, I go just to say for now, we're not going to let the cat out of the bag because they never start to spend. But kudos, say they bring them out in the right frame.
Oh yeah, time Ojukwu. In fact, we'll still come back to you. Make you just at least make we tell you bye for also at least gracing. We know say yourself you be product of us the hot for that other end for Port Harcourt. No make no be say you didn't new. We'll get another network we won't give now. We'll get the yellow network once again. The yellow network, you go appear on our screen, and then the person will get the fastest fingers, now you go fit chop them again. So make that release the number, make that release and make it for no loss. Oh yeah, we
can give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9, 10. I will come get another one. Sharply. Make we no waste time. We'll get the red network again. The red network. And 9 don't come up on our screen. Anybody will get the fastest finger will go fit type on. Make now start to type on now. But we'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now on this note, to go end today's edition of Ask EDEY Hot. Thank you very, very much if you've been a part of this program from the beginning reach down. And for those of you who join either halfway, we really want to appreciate you now. And for our co-colleague Ojukwu, thank you very, very much for also at least also being a part of it as well. I will not say we'll day together, we'll see almost every day. And now we still run the matter. We'll come back here on Friday with our special. I want to mean our special with Uncle Jimmy Desu. Because we're telling us we don't move come out from Monday and we don't bring us to Friday. So Uncle Jimmy Desu will stay with us here on Friday on top of Ask the Hot to the giving and the sunshine our regular stories we'll get for now. So from my humble self, Unkubi, bye-bye.
Got bad news. Only 2 mini noodles left. Relax. We're going to play a game to it. It's going to be fun.
Food is ready, yo.